In today's Insider, we are getting the inside scoop on the Knicks from our NBA
Can we just
insider.
find out, when are you getting that one-on-one with
Phil?
Phil? I want to see that.
Boy, you want to see tension. Let them sit in a room
Go
together.
to the big outlets first.
Boy, please.
We need to talk. The next person is going to be Jim Dolan saying, Phil, you and I need to talk.
How much bad blood is there truly going into tonight between Phil and LeBron? You addressed it, but is there really
Well,
that much
I think the
bad
funny
blood?
thing is Phil was trying to needle Pat Riley with that whole thing. And by doing that, the more that he spoke, he ended up talking himself right into a controversy with the whole thing about saying LeBron's posse. And I don't think, Phil is of a certain generation. If you look at Phil's history, Derek Fisher was his first coach. Steve Mills is his right-hand man in the Knicks organization, along with Clarence Gaines.
Right.
I mean, the idea that was... If LeBron is offended by it, he has every right to be. But I don't think there was any racial connotations or he was meant to be malice.
Do you think the agent put LeBron up to that, saying some of that
But perhaps they did. But also, I think Carmelo and LeBron are friends. Remember, Carmelo didn't exactly come out and defend Phil after that either. Phil just shouldn't have gone there. Why are you talking about players on other teams? Greg Popovich wouldn't do it. Pat Riley wouldn't do it.
All right, but is there that hatred between these two now as they come in tonight?
I think Phil Jackson is 71 years old.
LeBron's going to prove a point.
Yeah, that's different.
That's what Phil gets for trying to take a shot at Pat Riley. How come for the Knicks?
Not the Godfather.
Yeah, well, exactly. The Knicks always had the lesser of the two. They had Riley when he was the worst coach compared to Phil, and now they have Phil Jackson when he's the less executive.
Actually pretty good.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
he should be the inside. I got to steal that.
All right, so Sal, Frank, Phil also said in that interview that Melo can play the Jordan or Kobe role in the offense, but he holds the ball too long.
I honestly, forget about the game. I cannot wait until we get Carmelo Anthony after the game tonight to ask him this, because the first thing he's going to do, he's going to have a big smile on his face and say, oh, that's just Phil talking. And a lot of people have said, well, this is Phil coaching the team. Excuse me, Phil's not the coach. So when you're the executive of a team, why would you go around talking about a weakness that one of your players has? And oh, by the way, Phil, should we go get tape of Shaquille O'Neal, Michael Jordan, and Kobe Bryant? They were moving the ball 2 seconds after they caught it.
Well, so I agree, but is it fair that anybody who has eyes notices Carmelo?
Why say it, though? They've won 3 in a row. Everything's going well. Why would the president of the team come out and talk about?
But he did that with Kobe too. He used to do it with Kobe.
He's not the coach of the team. What do you think Jeff Hornacek is thinking? Hey, dude, back up. Why he's playing well? He just scored 35 points. You're talking. First of all, we all know that Carmelo can be a ball stopper. But if you're him, if Kirk Gowdy Jr. went on TV and called you out, would you be happy about it?
I'm thankful it hasn't happened.
Or Brad Cuomo, you wouldn't be happy.
No, I'm
because
sure.
they say this stuff in private. I get it, but you don't want to say this stuff publicly.
You just setting that up, weaving.
What is to be gained? What is to be gained by doing that?
No, listen, I understand, but here's my question. Anybody who watches the Knicks knows that Carmelo, even if you're a Carmelo fan, is a ball stopper.
What is Jackson's point? What's the point of saying that?
Look, if Carmelo played the way he did last night, every night, I don't think Phil will be opening his mouth at all. The Garden crowd boos Carmelo because he's a ball stopper. Nobody wants to see it, but Phil, as the president, shouldn't be talking like that about his star player.
All right.